My name is Isaac Kronk, and I'm from Missouri, and here are 4 reasons why I'm a Seventh Day Adventist. The first reason why I chose to be a Seventh Day Adventist is because the emphasis on the Bible and the Bible only. You see, Seventh Day Adventists believe that the Bible is the only source that we can put our foundation and our trust in. I chose Adventism because, there's a lot of opinions out there, as we well know, and a lot of traditions that people have, but I've found that they don't go in line with the Bible. And the reason that I'm an Adventist is because the emphasis that all of our beliefs have to come from the Bible. They can't come from some person or some prophet or some tradition. They have to come from the Bible. And that I have found is a reliable source to put my faith and trust in. The second reason why I'm a Seventh-day Adventist is because of their belief in how the origins of good and evil and the battle between God and Satan. And in the beginning, God actually gave all of his creatures freedom of choice because he's a God of love and he respects all of our choices and opinions. And so when Lucifer, a sinless, perfect angel that God made, chose to basically be selfish and chose to rebel against the law of God, God chose to respect his choice in order to give Satan time to demonstrate the principles of his government. And basically, once all of this sin problem is over, God will have demonstrated to the whole universe that sin brings suffering and obedience to God ultimately brings happiness and peace. The third reason why I'm a Seventh-day Adventist is because of what Adventists believe about the character of God. You see, when God puts an end to sin and suffering, many Christians believe and teach that God is going to torture and burn sinners for all of eternity. And this is why many people actually turn atheists, because they can't see how a God of love would punish and torture sinners for all of eternity. But Adventists teach, thankfully, that actually from the Bible, that God will put an end to sin and an end to sinners. You can read about it, for example, in Malachi chapter 4, verses 1 to 3, where it talks about that the wicked will be burnt up. They're going to be made stubble. They're going to be turned to ashes, both root, which is Satan, and branches, which is all of his followers, both angels and humans who choose to not follow God. The fourth reason why I'm a Seventh-day Adventist, and the most important reason, is because of the Adventist belief of the centrality of the cross of Jesus Christ. Adventists believe, for example, in Ephesians chapter 2, verses 8 to 10, that by grace you have been saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is the gift of God, not of works, lest any man should boast. For we are his workmanship, created in Christ Jesus for good works, which God prepared beforehand that we should walk in them. In other words, we are saved by grace and grace alone. It's not anything I can do or anything that you can do that we can be saved. It's only by trusting in God's grace and his character and his matchless love. And another important point of that grace is that the grace of God is so complete, it's so full, the cross is so important and central that Jesus' sacrifice not only gives us forgiveness of sins on paper, he not only forgives us of our past sins, but his death is so powerful, his grace is so sufficient that he also gives us power to overcome sin in the future. Philippians chapter 4 and verse 13 says that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And so whatever you may be going through, what I may be going through, we can trust that Jesus can give us the victory through it, and he can help us with it. And so these are 4 reasons why I'm a Seventh-day Adventist.